So the topic of my talk at the ICPR will be on anxiety, on LSD and anxiety. We conducted together with a team in Solothurn a double-blind placebo-controlled trial where we included patients with anxiety either related to a life-threatening illness or just psychiatric anxiety disorders and treated them twice with LSD. Some of the biggest open questions are maybe in regard to therapeutic use, how all this works together, because currently the studies are quite small. So we have maybe 10 patients, sometimes 20 patients, 30 patients, 60 patients, but that's still a very small population. And usually patients and therapists are really, really motivated. So the question is, what happens when we scale it up and when it gets used by a larger population? So this is, I think, one of the large questions. And another question is pretty basic. So we currently know from some phase 2 studies that these compounds like LSD and psilocybin work in psychiatric illnesses. However, we don't know how they work. There should be more research on mechanistic questions, maybe. We know that these compounds do bind to a certain serotonin receptor. And we know from MRI studies that connectivity changes and other brain streams do change, but we don't know how this is connected to a therapeutic outcome. I think there's a lot of space for everyone because everyone can contribute something that somebody else has not yet contributed. And there's so much work to do. There's plenty of space for everyone. The future of psychedelic science, I think, since there has been a renaissance now, but we are still really at the beginning, I think it will grow bigger, and a lot of fields that are not yet working with these substances, but that are maybe basic research fields, will get into it soon as well, and then it will grow much larger. I know that like social science are already a little bit into it, but I think that will be growing much more important in the future. Mm-hmm. And I also think that like basic research on a receptor level will be much more important, such as maybe also animal testings and find out new models to work with these substances. Usually when I go to conferences, there's none like ICPR, but to conferences on psychedelics, I discover many more fields that I have not discovered yet, where psychedelics are also a topic. Because I'm a clinical researcher, and I mostly look at like my specific characterizations, but I can broaden my own horizon on these type of conferences as well.